doing his maiden flight. So wish us luck. Colby, come here.
Hey, that's me.
We got Colby flying in. Way up there.
Oh yeah. Little plane.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. All right, so first flight, perfect. Didn't have to make any adjustments to the controller, the stock controller that it came with. It just took off, especially when you have a little bit of wind. It made it a lot easier to land and to take off. And then I had enough faith in it that I would just give it to Colby. You haven't flown in what, like 4 months?
Yeah.
It's like
At
at least 4 months. Last year's runner-up for our what's it called? Top
Ace.
Ace.
Yeah.
And he flew it perfectly. What did you think of it your first time?
Pretty easy. I mean, the breeze, it made it really easy to fly, and turning was amazingly easy.
Cool.
A lot easier than the other plane I made last year.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do with this is since this is, you know, mainly just for the plane itself, what I want to do is I want to get our spectrums going, and then I want to actually, you know, tag team with each other so that I can get the kids to train on this. I think it's gonna be a perfect trainer. With the rudder and elevator just only, I mean, it's gonna work out great. So we'd like to all thank Hobbytown for sponsoring this episode and giving us this plane to half of the year as a trainer. Everyone say thanks to Hobbytown.
Hey, it's Colby here. We're unveiling the Ares Ready to Fly plane. So we got the main wing. It comes in 2 parts here. And then we got the vertical stabilizers. Pretty cool. Has a wheel on it already. That has to be cool. We got the horizontal back stabilizer. And we got the instruction manual, of course. Got a bunch of batteries for the controller. Looks like we got some landing gear and some the prop. Got the battery for it. And this even comes with a nice controller here. Six channel, 2.5 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz. And we got the main body piece. Got the control rod, the control rod sticking out here already. You can see inside here. Servos are already ready to go, mounted. The receiver's already mounted, which is nice. Got the motor already here. Just gotta put the prop on. And yeah, it looks like a pretty good plane. It's really durable, made of EPO. So hopefully it will survive a couple crashes.
Well, thanks Kobe for unboxing it for us. And here's the build. It's very, very easy. And if you guys have any questions about the build and how it worked out, just leave a comment below and we'll show another video on how we put it together. But I want to make sure that when we do these product reviews that I am partly biased and then also unbiased at the same time, because you know you guys are going to want to trust us. I don't want to let you guys buy a product that's not actually that good. But this plane was probably one of the easiest planes I had to build as a kit for the kids. Between Colby and I, it took us about 15 minutes. And the engineering that went involved to design this plane was very well thought out. So let's go into a little bit of the details on how the fuselage was put together. Now the inside of the fuselage, there was nothing to do. Everything was already pre-mounted. And it was pretty much just leave this area alone and start building the rest of the plane. The construction part of the back stabilizer of the wing was very easy, and we just followed the instruction manual, which was actually pretty clear. So all you had to do was you stuck the elevator, the elevator inside with the rudder simultaneously into the fuselage, and it just sat there. But this was kind of cool. It has like this back plate thing. This thing right here, so what you would do, you just pushed it in and it popped into, there was some plastic rivets in the rudder. It popped into place, and then all of a sudden all you had to do was just put one screw here. Then on the inside you put another screw in here, another screw in here, and it tightened up everything. So it ended up mounting this back wheel. It mounted this nice and tight with the rudder right onto the fuselage. I mean, it was a piece of cake. The control horns and the control rods were already at the perfect length. So when we actually turned on the plane and got it, tried to adjust it, we didn't really need to adjust it at all. It was right on. Very, very easy to build the back. Now I've dealt with planes that had the batteries that insert from below, and everyone has their own little designs. But this was actually pretty cool. They have these little tabs that flip over and you just turn them. And then the product shell just opens up, and you got your little battery tray in here. What's cool about it is that this plane came with a Velcro thing, sticky already in it. All you had to do is just peel it off and put it on the back of the battery, and you're all set to go. The other cool thing was this landing gear. It's oversized, so it would be good for the kids to go off on the softball field out in the playground. And all you had to do was just bend it, throw it inside, and there was like this cover that capped over it. Do 2 screws in, done. Piece of cake. The last thing to do for the fuselage and the main body of the plane was to put on the prop. The prop was very easy to put on. All you had to do was take out the front screw, slide the propeller on, throw the screw back on, and they have this like rubbery type of nose that you just kind of pinched on and you're done. Okay, lastly was the wing. And the wing just had these two wooden kind of struts that went across the plane to give it support. And they pretty much just slid together, and that was it. They designed this kind of cool plate. It's a plastic adhesive plate that went on top of the wing. And I thought this was a great idea because you put these rubber bands on the plane to mount the wing so you can save the wing when you crash. And I've had these type of planes before and you just eat into the foam. And they had this plastic covering that you put over it. It acted as an adhesive to keep the wings together. And at the same time it's going to protect the foam because of its protective layer. I thought that was a really cool feature and a cool idea. So lastly was the wing to be placed on. Just rubber banded on to the fuselage. And there you go. So overall, guys, this build was very easy. And what's cool about the Aries is that it offers upgrades too, which is real cool. One of them is, as you can tell on the main wing, you're like, hey man, this thing can be done with flaps, and you've got some ailerons here that could possibly be in the making. Well, Aries with this plane actually sells a main wing for upgrades. It actually has the ailerons on there with servos already built in, so you can purchase that wing. And then when you want more speed, the brushed motor that's in here can be easily replaced by removing the front and just interchanging that with a brushless outrunner motor. So they really went ahead and thought about this, and it almost reminds me like the Super Cub, but instead of having to do your own upgrades to it and actually having the potential of breaking it, Aries has already done the thought process behind it, and they designed the upgrade for it. Overall, the build was great.